to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok. Hello, Just Mary. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I have some romance scams for you tonight. Hey, Janet. Hey, Andrea. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just going to give a couple minutes for people to join in. Thank you, Andrea. Hey, Tiffany. Thank you for liking and sharing the live. I have an episode of Catfished first, called Man of Faith Becomes Money Mule, an OnlyFans romance scam. And then I have some romance scam episodes where people were scammed in real life. They were in real life romance scams. The people that they got involved with were real people. Thank you, Beauty. I appreciate that. I had a wonderful day. They actually got involved in relationships with scammers inadvertently. Thank you, Intrigued. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Beauty. But yeah, there's some people that got involved with in a relationship in real life with some scammers, and the stories are absolutely heartbreaking. Thank you, Intrigued. Yeah, these are really, really, really sad stories. Thank you, Intrigued. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But we'll get started with this first one. I'm sure some people will join in as we go along. Hey, Peace Child. Welcome in, welcome in. So this first one is an episode of Catfished. Thank you, OG Breezy. And then I have 2 episodes, and they're kind of like little mini documentaries about people who got involved in, in a relationship with scammers in real life, and how horribly it affected themselves and their family and their jobs and everything else. Thank you, CP and MS Warrior. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Andrea. So we'll get started on the Catfished episode. Again, the one that we're watching is called Man of Faith Becomes Money Mule in an OnlyFans romance scam. Okay, thank you, Peace Child. I hope you can at least... this first episode is only like 20 minutes. Thank you, Kristen. And then we're going to watch one where someone got scammed in real life by a man who claimed to be a lord. So I hope you can at least maybe stick around for that one, because it's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. And it's really, really sad. Yeah, oh Lord. Yeah, no, they told some people they were a lord. They told some people they were an earl. They were trying to make like they were some kind of royalty. And they really seemed like they were. They really seemed like they were. So you'll see what I mean. It's very awful. So this first one, again, Man of Faith Becomes Money Mule in an OnlyFans romance scam. Let's check this out.
This man thinks he's talking
Let me make sure I have the volume up.
He met on Instagram. They said they prayed for a relationship. They wanted someone to build a relationship for a future, to make money together.
He's going to get a good amount of money from the sale of his deceased mom's house. And so he's going to take that money and move to Atlanta to be with Janice.
Wow. Well, I have been in 4 relationships online that have ended up in scams.
Whoa.
The person he's talking
He's
to
gotten
is who
scammed
they
a
say
couple
they
of
are,
times.
or just another catfish.
Look at this. WhatsApp is the CEO and chief engineer of SpaceX.
Oh boy.
I just think we need to move as fast as we can and put everything together and sit down with them and talk to them about it.
They're using you to funnel money.
It's not looking very good.
Right, Andrea?
Jason.
No.
He didn't learn his lesson the
Don't
first
forget to like,
4
comment,
times,
subscribe.
3-4
Your
times.
engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
All right, team. We got another case. I'll get into the email. Hi, Catfish team. I'm trying to find out who I've been talking to online. The person claims to be an online personality,
Pinkbird.
Janice Renee, and seems to know a lot about her life and background. I first connected with him on Instagram, but now speaking exclusively on WhatsApp. I want to go visit, but I need help confirming whether I'm really speaking with Janice Renee or someone pretending to be them. Sincerely,
Thank you,
Jason.
Pinkbird. Thank you so
Hello,
much.
Catfish team. My name
Thank
is
you, Nope.
Jason, and I am from the Houston area. In the past, I've actually started in the grocery industry. I worked for a grocery company called Apco Foods. I don't know if they're still in existence, but they were in Arizona. And then when I came to Houston, I worked for Kroger, H-E-B. And then from the grocery industry, I kind of got into the technology industry. So I worked for AT&T for a little bit. But I decided to go to Bible college and I became a youth leader at a church. I've served as a youth pastor in college. Got my degree, my bachelor's degree.
After earning his bachelor's degree in Bible studies,
He looks grumpy.
Jason decided to start a podcast to share his
Thank
faith
you, Andrew.
and inspire others.
I started my podcast back in 2015. Then it evolved
Like every
to
picture, he
a
looks grumpy.
ministry podcast. So I'm a man of faith, and I use that platform to give encouragement and not just preach in sermons, but to offer hope to others.
He does it in a
and
Superman
to teach people
shirt?
a better way
Okay.
about love and forgiveness.
That's
and
interesting.
everything that Jesus taught me.
After Jason established his podcast, he met a woman he thought he could settle down with.
Took a vow.
RBF.
with my
What's
ex.
RBF?
You know, I had an ordained minister there, but we didn't technically sign legal documents, but we lived together in an apartment.
Why would you have... What did he say they had? What kind of ceremony? Why would they have some type of vows ceremony but not get married? What's the point of that? Does anybody know? Why would you just have something where you say vows but you don't actually go through with getting a legal marriage? Yeah, just vows? That's really strange, isn't it? It sounds like is he scared of commitment or something? Or maybe the woman was scared of commitment? I don't know. Maybe Breezy? Is that what they do? Is that a Mormon? Is that a typically Mormon thing? I didn't think he said he was Mormon in religion. Yeah, it's really strange. So they just did vows and there was no documents and they lived together. I don't know. It just sounds bizarre to me.
In Virginia.
No, in Virginia.
But she ended up behind my back talking to a guy. Went
Thank you,
to
Teresa.
Carolina and never came back. Before then, I did do.
Teresa.
I've met some people online and I've done some online relationships.
After turning to the internet for love, Jason had unfortunate luck finding a trustworthy partner.
Well, I have been in 4 relationships online that have ended up in scams. I got celebrity scams.
Sheesh.
I'm going to admit that.
Celebrity scam.
Sandra Annette Bullock.
Oh.
I've ever encountered.
He thinks he was in a relationship with Sandra Bullock. And he says it's the best scammer he's ever encountered. Sounds like he got for a lot of money or something here. Right? Sandra Bullock? Oh my.
I don't know if you've ever watched Sandra Bullock's home videos that she does.
No.
She speaks differently. She has a mannerism.
Why would I watch
she
Sandra Bullock's
uses
home videos?
her hands and mannerisms, and she speaks differently than she speaks on camera. She doesn't sound the same. They got it spot on. They had her, the way she speaks, the way she talks in her home videos, even got her mannerisms down too. I mean, anyone that hasn't seen her home videos that she does for people, you could get easily.
What home videos is he talking about? Where were you?
Scammed from them, I think altogether at least $2,400.
Oh my
I
gosh.
finally just broke away. I was like, I can't talk to these people anymore. They just want money. They
They're
don't
probably
want to build
AI
a true
videos.
relationship. They don't want anything to do with faith. They make fun of faith and my faith, and they just use God. They manipulate. And it's sad. You know, it really is.
Who does that sound like, right? We see a lot of scammers on TikTok that use religion and use God too as part of their scam, right?
That I just got used.
Having no luck with past relationships, Jason found himself traveling down a different path to find love.
I originally came in contact with their
Yep, and
prior Instagram account, which was actually tied into their ex account and other accounts. And I had conversations with them. I talked to them. I was young. I was a lot wiser back then. I didn't believe everybody was real online. I thought everyone was just fake. And I'm like, I left. I don't know really remember why. I was like, I'm not having any of this online stuff. I'm out of here. You know, I'm gone. But this time it's different.
This time it's different, y'all.
You know, when God wants to show me something, he shows me something. I don't have any control of, you know, what God shows me. She was standing there in her red dress. I couldn't see her face. I saw her from the side. I saw her back. And I've had 2 dreams about her.
I said dreams about her.
She's mixed. They're mixed. You know, Latina, Hispanic. So they speak Spanish.
Thank you, OG Breezy. How adorable. Thank you.
We were getting married. And
Jess.
That's how it started.
This is girl. Hey, Jess.
I used to be a part of the LGBT community.
What?
You know, I used to be bisexual.
Oh.
I used to be.
Okay.
But I never really felt that attraction for, like, men at all.
Wait.
Transgender.
So he was LGBTQ in the LGBTQ community and was bisexual, but he never had an attraction to men?
You know, ones that...
Hold on.
You know, I used to be bisexual.
Confused.
I used to be. But I never really felt that attraction for, like, men at all. Transgender, you know, ones that... that was where my heart was. I've always felt...
Okay. So it does sound like, and that's, you know, that's a legit thing. It sounds like he's attracted to cis women, you know, and watch these quite frequently. And in these scams, most of the time it's someone goes in. Usually it's someone my Wi-Fi is switching around, so this is not the place for you. Obviously. It's good now. Yeah, my Wi-Fi like did a little weird thing. But yeah, this is not the place for you and for that type of conversation. So, yeah, I mean, if you're born a woman, you're a cis woman. Yeah, I blocked him too. I think we were both on top of it. So, yeah, in these situations, in these episodes we're watching, it's usually someone pretending to be someone else, using someone else's pictures, someone else's identity, and they are scamming, you know, they pretend to be in a relationship with the person, just to get money. I have 2 other episodes that are mini kind of docu-series where people actually got involved in a real life relationship with a person who ended up being a scammer. So we're going to watch those after this. So we have a whole lineup of things we're going to be watching, and we do stop throughout, point out the red flags, point out what things to look for, so that you don't get scammed yourself. And yeah,
trying to juggle Christianity and in the transgender community because they're total opposites of each other. I'm like, don't you think it's a sin that you're creating all this content? I'm like, that's perversion. That's, if you look at Christianity, that's from the devil. I'm like, you're doing the devil's work. You got suckered right into it. And you're okay with that?
But if he believes
You're
that,
okay
why would he
promoting
want to be
this
in a
film
relationship with that
and this
person?
content that
Oh
children
my.
and teenagers are going to grow up to watch? Not right. She's taught me a lot, like, about listening more and speaking less and biting my tongue because I have a temper, you know?
I am going to check my connection really quickly since my connection was jumping around. So it's going to pause for a second. But I'm trying to figure out, why would he be in a relationship if he thinks that her doing OF is devil's work and all of that. I'm really confused why he would want to pursue that. It's strange. I'll be right back. Can you guys hear me? I switched to the strongest connection on my network. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me, because it did switch around there. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. It switched around there by itself for a minute. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out why he wants to be in a relationship with someone who he thinks is doing the devil's work. It's really strange.
I've argued, I've cussed her out over stuff, and like, you just got to be careful, you know, not to get so angry. I'm like, yeah, well, normal people actually have normal relationships and actually like meet each other and like talk on the phone and do videos, you know? She said she'll get in trouble if she video calls her. She almost called me when she was at work.
Why would she get in trouble?
You know, so, she said she almost got in trouble. And then she was like, in case it gets banned, I guess what happened to her last account, you know.
Why would she get in trouble if she video called him? If she is her own OF.
We talked through WhatsApp.
Since moving to WhatsApp,
Oh, talk on WhatsApp.
Jason and Janice have gotten to know each other on a deeper level.
I send her photos of my dog and stuff.
Really, Broadfire?
They love dogs. They love animals, you know. We pray. They come from a Christian family. So when they decided to transition, their family shunned them away. Which is sad. It really is. You know? They said they prayed for a relationship. They wanted someone to build a relationship for a future, you know, to make money together, to build together, you know, and they said they prayed for a godly, God-fearing man. You know, they wanted somebody of faith. They don't like to rush things because I guess they've been in relationships before and they've been hurt. We've only known each other for like a month. It hasn't been 6 months yet, you know? You know, like when you're planning something for your whole life, you don't rush it. I've asked them, where are they going? Who are they going to be with? They said, I'm going to go be with my partner, you. I'm like, okay. And then they asked them, well, who are you going to spend Christmas with or New Year's? You know, what's your prayer? And they're like, well, I guess they're praying to spend Christmas. They want to spend it with me. That's the miracle that they want. You know, and she's always saying, miracle. Why she chose me is because I was not into that content. You know, I wasn't into that, you know, but we talked about how, you know, when I'm with my partner or married, you know, we do talk about how, I believe in romance, because I asked her, do you like romance? She's like, with my partner, yes. I do agree with being intimate and romantic with my partner.
Being scammed in the past, Jason has learned to not give money.
They have some odd conversations.
Although they have sent each other small amounts to help out in difficult times.
I probably
right, Breezy?
Like $30, $40, to be honest with you. She's let me keep money too, because recently my car broke down and it's like I haven't been able to like work, you know, I haven't been able to make money. She's like, you know, I can't give you a lot, but I'm going to help you out with what little I can.
So she sent him money too?
No scammer would ever do that. Janice has taught me
Yes, they do.
how to save my money. And they said they save their money. They're saying always save, 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 and save. You know, they said it's important, even if it's a little, every week, even if it's not a set amount. Save, put it away somewhere where you're not going to use it, or spend it, or in a locked account, even if it's. And I guess there's ways that you can even put money in a Bitcoin account or other
Oh,
accounts.
she's trying to get him involved in
For like
Bitcoin.
6 months or a certain amount. They said the only drawback to that is you can't have access to it. It's stuck.
Can't have access to it.
Of that 6 months, and then you can lock it again if you need to.
That doesn't sound right.
So I know this person is not a scammer. You know, this person, are they a catfisher? Maybe.
It seems Jason isn't afraid that Janice is trying to scam him out of money. So why exactly has he reached out to us?
Am I talking to Janice Renee? Or someone totally different? Who is it? Because I can tell you the good Lord hasn't showed me in dreams. He's kept their face hidden. So who are
Than what you think they are.
It feels disgusting.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too. If you're looking to contact us and you think you might need our help finding out who you're communicating to help you find the answers you've been looking for.
Hey, Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish Online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates.
Hey,
and
Dolphin
content
Girl,
we
welcome
don't share
in.
on YouTube.
After
We're
learning
watching
more
an
about
episode of
Jason,
Catfished,
David,
and then I
Brianne,
have
and
two
sat down
mini
to discuss how we can help him out.
documentary
So I
type things
spoke to
to
Jason, and
watch
he
regarding
mentioned being
romance
scammed
scams
4
that are
other
really
times in the
sad.
past and lost $2,400. But
Right,
he
Andrea?
mentions that he feels
You're probably
more
right.
scam savvy, and that
Well,
he thinks he's
I'm
talking
glad
to
you're
the
here,
real
Dolphin Girl.
Janice Renee,
You made it.
and he wants us to confirm that for him.
What were the other scams? Like, how was he scammed?
I believe one of them was fake Sandra Bullock.
So this Janice, are they like
Hey,
a
it's just
celebrity
me and
or
Doc.
like a
Welcome
person?
in.
Yeah, so she has
The
an
lot lined
OnlyFans
up.
account, and she's a adult
This is our
film
first episode.
actress, and he supposedly only sent her $40 through
I think he
crypto.
sent her more than $40.
Extremely low. But
Yeah.
what else do we have as far as research?
So he was talking to her on Instagram, and then they've moved on to WhatsApp. So I think we need to look at the WhatsApp account. Also confirm the Instagram account to see if this is her verified account.
So where does this
Thank you,
person
Dolphin
supposedly
Girl. I
live?
appreciate that very
Janice
much. I had a
lives in
wonderful day.
Atlanta, and he thinks that he's going to get a good amount of money from the sale of his deceased mom's house. And so he's going to take that money and move to Atlanta to be with Janice.
As far as research, I mean, IP tracker seems really straightforward, right? If they say they live in Atlanta, the IP should be in Atlanta, or they better have a really good reason why it's not in Atlanta.
I just think we need to move as fast as we can and
Thank
put
you,
everything
Texas
together,
Gal.
figure out
I
what
had
we
a
can
wonderful day.
research,
Thank you.
and sit down with him and talk to him about it.
So she has 2 ways that you can tip her via PayPal and Cash App. We can just double check on how he sent those funds. I know he mentioned Coinbase.
I think he sent her
let's
more
just
than
double check that
$40.
He's sending the funds under this verified account here that she shared.
Yeah.
He's never tipped through any of this?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
There's also the opportunity of us trying to reach out to Janice to see if she'd be willing to jump on a call.
Thank you, Texas Gal.
Validate this.
That
I
is
don't know
beautiful.
if this happens to her
Thank
all
you
the
so
time,
much.
but it's worth a try.
All right, team. Well, it sounds like we got a good game plan here. Let's just get to work. Let's see if we can help Jason here.
All right.
All right, y'all. Cool. With no time to waste and a lot to unpack, David and Brianne got
Right,
to work
intrigued.
researching the information Jason provided.
Okay, we have.
But I
enough
think they were
information
trying to
that we
turn
can
him
give
into a
to
money
Jason.
mule
We have the
too.
social
So
media
that
profiles
might
he's
be
talking
why
to.
it's low.
We have the WhatsApp phone number that he's talking to. This person, Janice, says they live in Georgia, so we have to confirm that. And then what else do we have?
Well, it looks like he may have sent funds through crypto, so we're going to have to request that from him. And also, he mentioned this is the profile that he was chatting with, and they asked him to go off of this Instagram account and start chatting via WhatsApp. So this is the account. But what I noticed was there was another Instagram account with her name and images, Janice Renee, and there's also a link tree.
Those look like official links. What about the Twitter account?
So going back to the Twitter account, 221,000 followers. So this is her
Wow.
main profile, and it's connected to the other Twitter account. But in the link tree, it doesn't list the other Instagram account that Jason's talking to.
Interesting. It's highly suspicious. There are a lot of people from Ghana that are following the Instagram account. They're following a bunch, like 33 women, like random people, where like the real accounts that we know are real accounts, they're following groups or like celebrities. But let's look up the phone number. So the weird thing about this is a 512
Welcome in.
area code, which is from where? It's Texas. It's Austin, Texas. But they say they live in
Oh, it
Georgia.
does say Texas. Likely a business.
So there's nothing on Social Catfish, which means that it's probably a newer phone number.
Definitely WhatsApp account linked.
Oh, there's a picture in WhatsApp.
Open it up.
Look at this. WhatsApp, it says CEO and Chief Engineer of SpaceX.
Oh boy.
Hey, Terry.
Elon
Welcome in.
Musk. It shows right now.
Elon Musk.
There's no picture anymore. So they must
What
have just changed that picture. So this is January
What?
2025, this profile pic, right?
Yeah.
And
That's the
this
picture
WhatsApp
that's
account
linked to
says
the
they were
WhatsApp
CEO
account. Or was.
of SpaceX. And now all of a sudden they're a OnlyFans model.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. And there's no correlation. And there's no information on the phone number, which means that it's a newer phone number.
Oh my gosh, intrigued.
I mean, but that's the other red flag, right? Like if somebody has like a legit phone number, they're going to have it connected, especially, they met on Instagram. So there's a Twitter account, Instagram account. So why is this person talking to him and then those phone numbers are not connected to those accounts? The other thing too, I mean, he thinks this person lives in Georgia. Like, let's just do an IP tracker.
Okay. I think we need to know where Jason's at with this person. He feels like this can't be a scammer. Why would she send me
Terry, this is the first
$16?
episode.
This definitely seems bogus.
I have some
But
really
right now,
good
we need
ones
crypto wallets.
that are
We
different
know who's
coming up
sending
after
the
this one.
funds, and then we'll get an IP
Hi,
tracker out,
Heavenly.
and then we should have enough
I'm
information
wonderful.
to get
How
into
are you?
closure.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
Now that we had a plan of action, David and Brienne sat down with Jason to share the details.
Jason, how's it going?
Hi,
Can you hear us?
Jason.
Good. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Now that you've been through this process, we're about to reveal all the things we've researched
You're
for you.
welcome.
What's going through your mind?
Good, good.
Well, I'm a man of faith. You're probably wondering, what does a man of faith have to do with it?
I am wondering that. So spill the tea. What's going on here?
Okay, so I used to be a part of the Christian church. I left, but I still left with my faith intact. And
Why did he leave? That's
I
weird.
wasn't into her content. You know, I started having dreams about this person, but yet their face was hidden from me. Symbolism to that is they're hiding something. They're making promises, you know, funneling. She says she's trying to save so she can get out of her contract too.
What
So
contract?
That was a lot of the reasons of why.
When you do OF,
she's got the clients and the side hustles.
you're
So they
like
used
self-employed,
Bitcoin to hide it
basically.
from the management.
So Jason, we acknowledge the side hustle. We've done research about this person, and we also see the side hustles, but the side hustles are way different than what you think they are.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no contract
That's why I
like
came to you all.
that you have to
Let's
commit
reveal,
to
like what we've actually found.
when you do that.
You sent over an email. You also have this username that's attached to a PayPal account. Both of those searches that we conducted, we weren't able to find any other social media accounts, no information. So it looks like this email and this username was just created to chat with you and send you information. There's nothing found, nothing associated to them.
To give you an idea, Jason, like when people create email addresses and they sign up for lots of different accounts, they leave footprints behind. And so it's very rare, unless somebody's extremely private, and this person's not, right? That there's nothing attached to an email or phone number that they've given you. And that's what Brienne found in this scenario. So that's highly suspicious.
Can we talk about the phone number? What's 520-268? It's a phone number attached to a WhatsApp account. Are you chatting with this phone number?
Yes,
When was the last time you chatted with this person?
today.
And this is under Janice.
Yes.
The phone number I was able to confirm was a Verizon wireless phone number out of Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
Here's my suspicion, Jason, what's going on. Sometimes somebody gets access to a phone number and they connect it to WhatsApp. And so they get the person to verify their phone number, they connect it to WhatsApp, so the person's still using their number, their cell phone number, making calls, everything else, but somebody else has gotten access to their WhatsApp. I think that might be what's going on in this scenario because this account is linked to somebody else. So let's call that number and see if they answer.
Uh-oh.
It says
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
it says Elon.
Elon.
Dial again.
So we have this tool that
Elon
goes through
Musk.
all these different social networks, phone apps, everything else, and it pulls historical data behind it. And so one interesting part to this is when we pulled up the historical picture and name
Right,
from
Emily?
WhatsApp, this person was saying that they were Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX. And there was a profile picture of
Right,
Elon Musk.
Ravioli?
Interesting.
Damn it, not Elon again.
So the person you're talking to that's pretending to be Janice, literally 2 months ago was pretending to be Elon Musk with the same phone number.
Womp womp.
Wow. It's crazy.
We're not done, Jason. This is just like the tip of the iceberg.
Profile.
We have a lot more to show you.
You sent over the screenshots of the cryptocurrency, and
Right,
you
Emily?
explained a little bit of the situation to me this morning that
Thank you,
were
Ziggy. Welcome in.
sent these funds from Janice's clients. I mean, do you want to just touch on that quickly?
Hey, Zevi.
Yeah, so these are clients that they have that have been buying their content that they're selling.
Thank you,
So the
Ravioli.
All Things Worn, does she have her own account for this?
I'm not sure which
She had
Zevi
me
it
create
is.
Or she had you create it? And so what are you doing with that
Send
account?
an invite.
Nothing.
Is anything going through that account right now? Any money or any transactions?
Other than the $16 a month that I pay for the last month and a half. That's the only thing. Other than that, that's where she gets some of her clients. That's
Zev.
all, and
I'm
then
talking
she
about
gets the
Zev,
clients for
Heavenly.
her other side hustle.
I'm not sure if it's
with
the
her
real
colleague.
Zev account or if it's
So
the other
is
one.
she actively in there messaging people like for clients or?
Yes, she does. Not me. She does. On All Things Worn, they have a messaging system in there. I went in there, so I'm a little familiar that so you can message the clients from there, and then you choose like how many different ways you want to get paid, like PayPal, Cash App, or kink, they call them kink coins.
So they're
Pink
like we look at the
coins.
transactions. They're all $25, $16, $40. There's even one person that's literally paying every single day, almost every single day. They're paying anywhere from $16 to $40.
Ooh.
Larry.
And then these guys don't realize they're being manipulated.
They don't realize that they're being manipulated. But why, if that's the case and you have that awareness, why are you receiving Larry's funds?
So they can know the truth.
No, you're not.
But
Yeah,
like-
that's what
like,
they said,
you're
Proud
taking
Firewife.
Larry's money, you're taking
Yep.
Larry's funds, and then you're putting it in crypto.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was doing it to try to help somebody that I thought
He's
was
being
that,
a money
that person.
mule.
Doesn't it feel dirty though? Like, I mean, knowing what it's for and then being like a facilitator for that. Like, even if it was real, to me it feels dirty.
It does. It feels disgusting.
So
So why are you doing it?
that's not all we have. We looked up the social media profiles that you had given us, and those are not her real social media profiles.
Wow.
So this person, what they did is they went to Janice's profile, they stole the pictures, they created another account, and they went and followed a bunch of people. Janice has her official accounts listed on the Twitter account, and when we look at the accounts you're talking to, none of them match. None of them match whatsoever.
They didn't even spell Janice's name correctly. They spelt it Janice.
Jenice. Did you notice that?
Oh, names
Yes,
misspelled.
because it wasn't the same as a few years ago. A few years ago, it was Shemale Janice. And I was talking to somebody
What?
on that account on their Instagram.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you
are
hear
these
what he
people
just...
doing? Did they create fake
Did you hear what he just called her? Oh. Wow. No, 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 sir.
accounts of Janice Renee?
Yeah, they did. And then what they're doing is they're talking to people like you, They're getting money from you, and if they can't get money from you, they're turning you into a money mule, which is what they've done, Jason. They're using you to funnel money. Why else do you think they're getting cryptocurrency? Does anybody pay you on a normal day-to-day basis in cryptocurrency?
No, not me.
Yeah, it's not normal. Like most people,
It's not normal.
unless you're in a third world country and can't get access to cash, or you're a crypto trader, or you're trying to hide something, most people don't get paid on a day-to-day basis using cryptocurrency.
Nope.
And so
Sure
that
don't.
has to be this massive red flag, especially the fact that they're asking you to get money. Somebody's able to send you funds. Why can't they send it straight to Janice? Have you asked them that question?
Not yet. I need to.
Me and you spoke this morning, and you also confirmed that you've been funneling this money. So it's like you have an awareness of what's going on.
Thank you, Penny
Why do you
Plenty.
think you keep engaging in this?
Penny Plenty more. That's a cute name.
Just hoping that
Thank you.
maybe this person is actually a real person.
You've never met this person face to face. You never met any of the people that have been sending you money face to face. And so your name is on everything. Your name is on the account that the ATW. Your name is on the Cash App. Your name is on the PayPal. You're the one receiving the money. You're the one transferring the money. So it's not looking very good
Yes,
for you,
Heavenly.
Jason.
No.
Wait till you see the next
So
stories
we've come
that I
up
have
with
to
a
show
plan. We
you.
wanna
They are
help
so
you
sad.
out and the people that have been
So
scammed,
sad.
Okay?
They made me
This
cry.
is going on every single day where you're getting money pretty much every single day from people. And so we want to stop this scammer because
It
that's
takes
what
a
they
lot
are,
to make me
right?
cry.
So we want to do an IP tracker
Yes.
and find out exactly where this person is. And then what we want to do is we want to go and have you message all these people that have sent you money, right? Through Cash App and through PayPal. And there's a message option, and I want you to message them and ask them to give us a call and tell them it's urgent. Say it's about
Wow.
the money you've sent. It's very important you give me a call ASAP. And then you have to promise
Yeah,
us one
it's
thing.
bad,
You will
Heavenly.
not send any more money to this person.
I promise.
Okay. Do we need an IP tracker still?
Yeah, let's do an IP tracker. We have a PayPal
Yeah, these are
support
people
link
that
we're gonna
actually
send you. It looks just
ended
like
up
PayPal support.
dating
And then just
these
tell
scammers
this
in real
person, say,
life.
hey, look, I'm getting this money, and now PayPal sent me this message. They're getting suspicious, and you just send them the link that we send you. This person will click on it, and then once they click
I
on
want
it,
to
we'll
see
find
the results of
exactly where
this
this person is.
tracker
okay?
link.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for your help and for helping me.
I do too,
appreciate it.
Heavenly.
These
Oh,
scammers
they
have
get
been doing
scammed
this
out of
for
the
too
most
long.
money, it seems, too, and it's so
And
sad.
what you all do for people and for stopping this, and I know that I'm attached to them, so, whatever legally happens, happens, but if I can take them down too and get them to stop doing what they're doing, that's what matters.
Well, what happened with the IP tracker? They didn't say.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream.
Well, I guess I'll have to look and see if there was an update on this particular case, because they didn't say in this episode what happened with the IP tracker. So I'll have to look for that. What I want to show you next is it's a little mini documentary, and this guy tells her that he is a rich lord. And this is a very sad story. This is from True Crime Central on YouTube. And yeah, it's very, very sad what he did to this woman and a lot of other people. Potentially proud fire wife, but it's kind of rare unless it was large amounts of money, and they didn't really get into details into any large amounts. But hey, Diagnosed Amnesia, how are you tonight? So this episode, again, this is from True Crime Central. And I watched this last night to preview it all. And it's a very sad story. He scams multiple people in real life. Just watch. We can stop throughout. And if you have questions throughout, we'll address those. But see if we can point out some red flags as we go along, okay? And she's not really describing the timelines very well here, but like things are moving very fast. Very, very fast. And that tends to happen. That's a very frequent thing that happens too with scammers. Whether it's online or in real life, they tend to try to really push things to go very fast. Okay. I mean, they haven't been dating long and already she's moved in with him and he's told her he loves her. And I think you know what's coming next.
I think I obviously knew long before he'd actually told me that I did love him. But yeah, it all just happened quite naturally. It really did feel like a dream come true.
In 2016, I was...
Okay, so this is a year earlier. Okay, a year before she met him in Hastings, England, which is a completely different location. All right, just want to make sure you didn't miss that part because they're jumping to a completely different victim of this same guy. Okay, of his passport. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? If you were in that situation, would you do that? Yeah. I mean, it sounded convincing though, right? They had been dating for a while. And he really thought that this guy was a lord. With lots of money and was going to take this trip and was inviting him to go along. It was going to Venice, Italy. And hi, Natasha. Well, we're still kind of in the beginning of this documentary about a scammer. So hopefully you can kind of catch up. But this guy insists he's a lord. He started dating a woman who he met in real life at a bar she worked at. He was wining her and dining her and buying her lots of expensive gifts. But then we kind of had a flashback to a year prior where this gentleman, Mike, met him on Grindr and they were dating. And now he wants a copy of Mike's passport because he says he's inviting him on a trip to Venice, Italy. So... I mean, I'm skeptical too, but at this point, this guy thinks he's dating him. He thinks he is who he says he is. He's been dating him for several months now, and it sounds like he hasn't come across any red flags before. So, does he give him his passport to take a picture of it? Yes, he absolutely does. And we will find out here shortly that was a mistake. Keep watching.
He took a screen, sold this watch through my...
So now he asked for the login information to his eBay account because he says his eBay account got frozen and he wants to use his eBay account to sell a Rolex watch. Would you allow somebody to do that? Thank you, Cricket. Welcome in. Would you allow someone to log into your eBay account to sell a Rolex watch? No. Does anybody know? Now, this story is from England. So, does anybody know? This is in pounds, 3,000 pounds. Does anybody know? Thank you, Kat. Does anybody know? Hey, Caitlin, my bestie queen. Does anybody know how much 3,000 pounds is in dollars? Because I don't know the translation there. I didn't try to convert that or anything. Does anybody know approximately what the value in US dollars is? I'm just curious. Right, Beauty? Wouldn't give anybody your passport either. $4,000? Bean says? Okay. Got video persons do it in states too. 4,105, 4,100. Okay. People were saying around 4,100. That's a good even number to go by. So, okay. So over $4,000. Over $4,000. Just a few dollars over $4,000. Okay, thank you. 4,104, 4,105. It probably depends on the, exact currency, exchange rate Alexa says 4080. Okay. It's around $4,100. All right. So that's, this is the Rolex that he wanted to sell on his boyfriend's eBay for $4,100. Oh, you got 30 and 3,900. Okay. I mean, it's more than what it is in pounds. So just so then the way we have idea. Google said 4,105. Okay. All right. Well, that just gives us an idea. So now he's gotten a picture of Mike's passport, and now Mike has allowed him to log into his eBay account to sell this Rolex watch for approximately $4,100. Okay.
eBay account. Everything was
Right,
hunky-dory.
Petey.
About a month afterwards is when I got my first message from a gentleman.
Uh-oh. Where's my watch? Why hasn't it arrived yet?
Oh, shit. Hit the fan.
Send me my effing watch. Uh-oh. You better send that watch.
I was getting messages left, right, and centre from different people saying I was taking
I will
their
track
money.
you down.
But we're not talking hundreds, we're talking thousands. They were all sending me.
Is it frozen? Can you guys hear me? Because it seems like my screen is frozen. Oh, it was frozen? Okay. Let me, no, I didn't pause it. Yes, you can hear me. Some people, did you guys see that part? Did you guys see the part where he started getting all the nasty messages? I'm good. You did? Okay. Let me take it back a little bit in case you missed any part of that, okay? He started getting nasty messages from people demanding their watches.
I was getting messages left, right, and centre from different people saying I was taking their money. But we're not talking hundreds, we're talking
Thousands. Look at all these transactions. Look at all those amounts.
Pictures of the same Rolex watch that they actually bought.
Uh-oh.
When I realised, I contacted eBay and said what was happening.
So he didn't just list one watch. He made a bunch of listings for watches, right? And yeah, he got the money. Well, somebody got the money. I'm guessing he got the money and maybe send it to the Lord, whatever his name was. And yeah, never sent them any watches. Anybody else see that as a red flag? I mean, if you're with someone and you're living with them and now you're engaged and you're planning your wedding, but he won't allow you to post any pictures of him on social media, like at all. I mean, if somebody doesn't want to have a social media account, okay, but I think it's kind of bizarre if they won't at least like just let you post, an innocent picture. Thank you, Candy. Just something, an innocent picture of maybe being out to dinner or, doing some of the wedding planning or something along those lines. And as you'll see, he gets really actually angry about it. I think they actually get into like a kind of a fight about it. He gets very, very angry. So the reaction he has to it as well. Yeah, very suspicious. Big red flag for him to say no social media and get as angry as he gets over her wanting to do that. Has had her leave her job at the bar, which she described as her baby. She was there from day one, helped to start up that bar. And in fact, that's where he met her. Right, Beauty? I'm telling you. You know, now that they're in a relationship, he has a problem with her working at this bar when you literally met her at that bar. You knew she was a bartender or a bar manager there. Like, you knew that when you met her. Now, all of a sudden, you don't like her working there and you want her to quit. Hello? Like, you knew that. Why all of a sudden is it a problem now, sir? So, you can see the manipulation happening here where he convinces her to leave the bar that was so near and dear to her heart. Thank you, Dee. So it's just another way of him trying to isolate her, okay? Because she can't be there at work, you know, talking to coworkers and people at the bar and all of that. He's now talking to, I believe, his friend who's a policeman who is supposed to also know Birdie, like a friend in common. Look up I Heart Memphis on Insta. The cops have him surrounded. It's the dude's. Yeah, the duties of an earl. He's losing it. I'm not really on Insta. He's on Rugs. What is he, live on Instagram right now, you're saying? I don't even know if I have Instagram on this other phone because I don't really do Insta. I don't even have Insta on my other phone. Like, I don't even have that. Because I don't really be on there. So what, is he getting arrested or something? Like, I don't know who it is, and I don't have Insta. He's been up for days, has a daughter. It's actually SAS. I think you want to say sad. Sad. Yeah, I don't know who that is. No one's ever told me about them, and I've never come across them. You'd have to send me their usernames, and I can look into it. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't even have Instagram on any of my other devices that I have available.
Told me that he was
sorry. Oh, okay. All right, thank you, Joker girl. So I just want to backtrack because we stopped there for a minute. So Birdie had said that he knew this police officer guy from Brighton, and and this police officer was also someone that he knew. So after Birdie stopped making contact with him, he contacted this police officer because he still was very curious, trying to find out who this Birdie guy really was.
Told me that he was
a couple of red flags, but nothing really jumping out too far with Megan, right? Other than he got mad when she suggested posting him on social media. So this is the first time where she is actually really seeing for herself a red flag, and she decides to start digging around to see if there is something going on. Because there's a whole bunch of mail showing up in someone else's name. Thank you, Rachel. And when she asked him about it, he didn't really have an answer, or didn't really respond, or ignored her, whatever. I mean, it was just, no response really about it. And it wasn't just a little bit of mail. It was a lot of mail every day, in someone else's name that she did not recognize. And so this is where she decides to start looking around, and she is starting to become suspicious that there is something going on here.
For jewelers, warning you against this con man.
Oh no.
He'd conned Bentley dealers.
Bentley dealers? Is that how he got his Bentley car? Did he rip the Bentley dealership off for a car? Like, what?
He conned Harrods for £500,000. Just absolutely insane. If he's capable of doing that, what could he have possibly done to me?
So she said he robbed, what was it, Harrods off for £500,000? That's probably what, we did a conversion earlier. It's probably maybe $750,000. Right, exactly, Natasha. It's probably between $500,000 and $1 million in 600,000, Natasha says. Okay. So $600,000. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If he's
Well, you're coming up with a completely different amount. Coming up with over $1 million, beauty? 680,000? That, to me, that sounds a little bit more accurate. To me, it sounds like it would be closer to like 700,000 or something like that. £1 is like 1.27 US dollars. 680 to 683,000. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, right? It's between $500,000 and $1 million. It says, and it goes through these articles really, really quickly, so you don't get to see this, but I'm glad we paused it here. It says Robert Daugherty, 17. Does that mean he was 17 years old? Ordered a Mercedes and made checks to Harrods for more than £500,000. He also made an offer on a $475,000 house, which was accepted by the sellers. So he's doing all kinds of scams. Wow. So he started this at 17. He's been doing this all his life. Been scamming something involving cars and Harrods, which I think was a bank. I'm not sure. He's been running all kinds of scams since the time he was 17. When she Googled his real name, see, she didn't know his real name. His real name is not Birdie. It's Robert Daugherty, which was one of the names on one of the credit cards, and also some of the mail was in that person's name. So this is how she's finding out all this stuff, okay?
What could he have possibly...
He actually went in, say, with any type of weapons and robbed the bank. I think he had some kind of bank check fraud going on, where he was, doing some kind of, fake checks or something to rip off banks. He's been doing this for years, apparently. You'll find out, Beans.
And they just kept coming and coming.
So now Megan is getting all type of credit card statements and letters, of accounts that he opened in her name, and apparently bought things, took out money from who knows what. She is getting bombarded with tons of demands for money. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is deep.
Different credit cards,
a car,
business account,
credit cards, phone bills, business accounts,
business credit cards. He'd taken out all of these things in my name without me knowing.
Whoo-wee.
Around £30,000.
So how much is that? Does anybody know? 30,000 pounds? Is that maybe about 40,000 in US dollars? Something like that? 38, 40? I didn't calculate it. I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah. About that. Probably about somewhere around 38, about 41. Wow, so more than 40,000. 41,000, you guys are saying. Okay. $41,000 that he has now racked up in her name without her knowing. 41,034. Okay. Thank you, Sheila. Unbelievable. And remember, this is supposed to be 2 months before their wedding. She's finding a real life story. He escaped from prison. As far as I know, he's not been captured. I'll tell you when this was from, because you asked. This is from 11 months ago. So, less than a year. And I was looking through the comments to see if there were any updates, and I don't. We have another episode coming up. Don't worry, Cat Juice. We got another good one. Stick with us. So as far as I could tell, I didn't see any updates showing that he had been captured. He is probably out there scamming someone else. Who knows if it's a man or a woman, because he's gotten into relationships with both men and women and scammed them. He's probably still doing some of the same types of things. Bank frauds, things regarding watches, since he's knowledgeable in that. Maybe some things regarding cars. He's probably still out there doing the same type of scams somewhere. And now we know, right, why he never wanted to be posted on social media. And that was her first red flag, why he never wanted to be shown on social media, and why he got so angry about that very first time. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate that very much. I had a wonderful day. That was the first red flag, is that he didn't want to be shown on social media, and then started getting mail in a bunch of other people's names. And he obviously had a whole bunch of different aliases and stuff. Right, Beauty? Thank you, Spiritual. I appreciate that. Had a wonderful day. Thank you, Beans. I had a wonderful day. Yes, I did. I had an amazing day. Thank you. Thank you, Beans. So yeah. This was an in real life scam, and you can see the effect that this had. Thank you so much, Beans, for the cake. But I have another one for you that is similar to this, but this is a woman who scammed cancer. She faked pregnancy. She faked miscarriages. We have seen that type of stuff in TikTok scammers, right? We have seen TikTok scammers that have scammed by lying about cancer and lying about pregnancies and lying about miscarriages and all of that, right? It's not Gabby, all right? This is an in real life person, and this story happened in Australia. Let me find that one for you. She lied, and this is again on True Crime Central channel on YouTube. Let me get this to a big screen, and I will turn on closed captions. Is the place, or if you're talking about the place in this story, this is happening in Australia. They will say where and stuff like that. Yeah, nice find, Ravioli. So Ravioli sent me an email. I will check it. I'm gonna wait till after this episode, but apparently Ravioli has an update. There's an article about someone that Birdie, or Robert, whatever his name is, scammed since his escape from prison. He obviously still hasn't been caught. You're very welcome, Barbie. So let's continue with I forget what this woman's name is.
Inviting people.
Again, she's isolating him from a lot of his friends and his family. He's spending more time trying to take care of Arrow and Sarah, and a lot of time working to give Arrow money and buy things for them now. He feels obligated.
Things that he loved.
6 months into the relationship, Arrow decides she wants to drive to the Nullarbor. Do you remember that she gave Sean a completely different reason why her name was Arrow? She told Sean her name was Arrow because, well, she didn't really say why she picked Arrow, but she said she had to change it because she was trying to escape her abusive ex who was in the UK and who was the father of her baby Sarah. So, yeah, this whole thing is weird, right? So, why would she drive all that way with her baby and him? And they're there visiting his family. And she is suggesting to him, oh, why don't you stay here with your family for a couple of days, and me and my daughter are just gonna, like, leave you here. Like, how's he even gonna get back? And like he said, she's claiming that she has a terminal illness. She's claiming she has liver cancer. And now she just announced that she's pregnant with his baby, but she's just going to take off and leave him behind. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't make sense. But it says here, Arrow set off with Sarah in the camper van. She's determined that that's what she's going to do, right? Well, no, not really. Wait. She didn't really drive back to Perth, Australia, right? What she did was put Sarah in the camper van and she drove to Adelaide Airport to meet Steve, who she had asked to fly there and meet up with, and to drive back with her instead of having Sean come back with her. Crazy. Something out. All right, these are pictures that she took. And I think she was sending some of these pictures to Sean, while she was driving back, claiming it was just her and Sarah. If it's just her and Sarah, then, who took this picture? It's a picture of her holding Sarah. If she's by herself, wouldn't it be a selfie? Who's taking these pictures? Pay attention to the... So during that 7 to 8 day period, Sean is working his ass off at his regular job. And whenever he's not working, he's at Steve's house, her other boyfriend, renovating his house. Awesome. Thank you, Duchess. So he is painting, putting in furniture, putting up curtains, decorating, painting. Yeah. He unknowingly is here helping to fix up the other boyfriend's house. Crazy. It's an abusive after all. So now at this point she's faking cancer. They're about to find that out. Fake cancer, faked a pregnancy, faked a miscarriage, and has fake DV. How much worse can it get to fake all of those things? Crazy. Another thing she did, like she said, she used her child as bait. She exploited her child. She exposed her child to these two different men. She took her child with her on these initial dates with both of these men and had them around both of these men. And she really didn't even know them very well and had her child around them right away. Yeah, it is her child. It is her child. But she had she brought her daughter around. She brought her daughter with her on their first. Now she lost custody of her daughter. And look at that. Arrow is thought to have left Australia. Her whereabouts are currently unknown. Unknown. So she just, took off? Took off and has no contact with her child. Yeah, the story's crazy. I'm going to check my emails because Ravioli told me that she emailed me a story about Birdie. All right, let's see. Yeah, she's scamming people without her. Oh my gosh. Let me see. The print is really small here on my screen, but thank you to Ravioli. She found this article. This was from the first documentary that we watched. Bernie Brown shares his harrowing experience with serial fraudster Robert Majeski. So that's even a different last name. It says Lord Leopold Howard and Lord Bertie Underwood Majeski, who was featured on Channel 4's Love Cheats. That's what we just watched. Preyed on Bernie's trust and goodwill, leaving him in life-crippling debt and battling emotional trauma. This is in the UK, Soho, UK. Bernie Brown, a professional from St. Albans, has shared his experience of being deceived by Robert Majewski, a serial fraudster operating under aliases such as Lord Leopold Howard and Lord Bertie Underwood, featured on Channel 4's Love Cheats. Majewski exploited Bernie's trust, leaving him in financial ruin and emotional turmoil. In 2022, Majewski contacted Bernie through a dating app, posing as a wealthy aristocrat and horologist. He claimed ties to the Fitzalan Howard family and alleged he had sold a patented watch design to Rolex for £15 million. Bernie recalls their initial meeting. He was extremely charming, well-dressed, and attentive. He went to great lengths to impress me, creating the illusion of someone genuine and caring. Majewski's deceit included presenting high-end watches, luxury vehicles like Bentleys and Range Rovers, and fabricating an exclusive watch business. Bernie, unaware of the fraud, helped set up the company's social media, believing in the authenticity of Majewski's story. The relationship quickly turned controlling. Majewski pressured Bernie to leave his job, well, that sounds familiar, and sell his car, promising financial support and lavish gifts. Bernie resisted, but found himself increasingly manipulated. It was exciting at first, stepping into a completely different world, but I realized he didn't like that I insisted on keeping my independence, Bernie explained. The situation worsened when Majewski used Bernie's bank cards under the pretense of purchasing and reselling luxury watches. Bernie soon faced overwhelming debt, defaulted accounts, and even eviction. He dangled hope, promising the watch was ready or that the money would be returned, but it was all lies. The financial damage was devastating, but the emotional toll was even worse, Bernie said. Eventually, Bernie discovered Majewski's true identity and learned he had escaped from an open prison before contacting him. While Bernie had worked to rebuild his life, the repercussions of the fraud remained severe. I wasn't his big money victim. I was his safe house while he was on the run. The damage he caused was purely for his own entertainment, Bernie stated. With Majewski still evading authorities for multiple fraud charges, Bernie is speaking out to raise awareness and seek justice for all victims. For 2 years, I've been recovering and trying to tell my story. It felt like people saw it as just a tale, perhaps exaggerated. But now, with his face exposed and even more victims coming forward, I hope justice can finally be served. Bernie is encouraging the public to share his TikTok posts. Oh, he has TikTok posts to prevent others from falling victim to similar schemes. To support Bernie's awareness campaign, visit his TikTok, Bernie.Brown. Oh, let's check that out. Here he is. Bernie.Brown. Yeah, we got to check that out. Bernie.Brown. Come on this crazy journey. And he has a website, BernieBrownStudio.com. And he has a bunch of videos posted there. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but I'm going to take a look into this account. Thank you so much for that information, Ravioli, because we would have never known about this. And it looks like, like this one says ruined. It looks like he has some story times and things like that posted on here. So I encourage anybody to check that out because that's someone that he scammed since he has escaped prison. And maybe we can, I don't know, help spread awareness about this guy, because he's still out there. Yeah, you can screenshot it, take note of it, Bernie.Brown. He is still out there scamming people. So that is the end of the episodes that I have for you tonight, y'all. I do appreciate you joining me. I want to reiterate to keep an eye out for the red flags that we point out throughout these episodes. I just really wanted to, I know the catfished episodes are great to watch, but I wanted to bring you some examples of things that happen in real life as well. Thank you, Intrigued. You're very welcome. The first situation with Birdie, the Lord, he met the woman in real life at work, at her job. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate that. I had a wonderful day. And this person met on a dating website, and they thought they were who they said they were. So it isn't just meeting someone on a fake profile on TikTok or on a, social media or on a dating site. This stuff can happen in real life, and people can end up in real life relationships with scammers unknowingly. And it can have very severe financial toll and an emotional toll on not just the family, but you see that they interviewed friends, they interviewed family members. It took a toll on them too. It just has devastating consequences when there are people lying, scamming, defrauding, and severe ramifications. And it can, these individuals had to restart their lives after being isolated from friends and family, and just, completely devastated. So we want to continue to help spread awareness about these individuals and these issues, so to help prevent you from falling victim to it, or maybe help to prevent one of your friends or family members from falling victim to it, so that you can help warn them if you see any of the red flags and situations that they have. So for tomorrow, I am going to look at some other catfished episodes. I think I want to replay kind of what I call an oldie but goodie one, which is the one where everybody ends up really hating the guy, and the victim, no one really has any sympathy for him because he's really a jerk. Sometimes it's good to rewatch certain ones like that. So I think I might replay that one, even though we've watched it before. And I'm going to see if I can find some other episodes similar to this. The other thing I like about these episodes is, the individuals did at least get prosecuted. Yes, Birdie did escape from jail, right? But they did at least get prosecuted. There are so many times that we don't see these scammers and fraudsters get prosecuted. They get away with it. So at least they did get prosecuted. And let's hope that we can continue to spread awareness about these type of individuals. So, well, Intrigued, maybe we need to look up, and I haven't looked it up. They said he escaped from an open prison. So I'm wondering if it was more, it wasn't a very secure facility, and he was able to easily just kind of leave and not come back kind of thing. I'm wondering if he was in a very, very minimum type of security prison. You have to remember, it's a different country. He was imprisoned in the UK, I think. And so I'm not sure, excuse me, I'm not sure how an open prison situation is in the UK. So might need to Google that or look into it. Probably was pretty easy. Yeah, low custody. Oh, they have something like that in California? Really? Okay. Yeah, it might have been a situation where, or like I know in our area, we have work release center type facilities. They are very low, low security, low custody, whatever you want to call it. And they're allowed to leave for work and things like that. But there have been people that have absconded that way too. They're at the work release center and they say they're leaving the work release center to go to work, and they leave and don't go to work and don't go back. It could have been a situation like that where he was at a facility where he was allowed to leave for certain things, like a job or something, and he just left and never returned. So I'm thinking it might have been something like that. As a correctional officer, they're short timers, low level. Oh, okay, K&D. Thank you for that. Low level. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Let's hope he gets caught. Because he escaped from prison and then scammed someone for another 2 years. Crazy. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of your evening. I'll see what episodes that I can get ready, possibly for tomorrow, or maybe also do some streaming depending on what scammers are live tomorrow. We will see. I just always play things by ear. I don't really plan out any kind of set schedule or anything like that. So I appreciate you, just keeping an eye on your notifications and joining me whenever I happen to go live. So everyone have a very wonderful evening. Stay warm if you're in somewhere cold like me. All right. Good night, everyone.